So let's talk about the cathode ray experiment. J.J. Thompson was able to discover electron using the cathode ray experiment. So here is a cathode ray tube. So cathode ray tube is a big tube glass. So and in both ends it is sealed, and all the air is pumped out of it and has two pieces of metals. So Thompson connected these two pieces of metals to a power source, and here is what happens. So when he connected the two pieces of metal to a power source, he noticed that a ray is shot from the second metal plate inside of the tube, and this ray shoots across the entire length of the tube, and it created a glowing spot here at the other end of the tube when it hits a special coating on the inside of the tube. So here's what's going on. So let's see what's going on. Electrons from this piece of metal were shooting out through the second piece of metal and then moving so fast across the length of the tube. So Thompson sees this ray and becomes curious as to what is going on. And so because of that, he wanted to know more about such ray that is shooting from this second plate. And so therefore he wanted to know if they were charged. He wanted to know the kind of charge they were possessing. And so as a result of that, he takes two plates, a positively charged plate and a negatively charged plate. So he puts them on the either side of the cathode ray tube. So when it turns on the plate, when it turns on electricity, the top plate becomes positively charged and the bottom plate becomes negatively charged. So let's check out what happens when the electricity is turned on. So when it turns on power, it sees that the cathode ray were no longer going straight again, but bent towards the positively charged plate. So based on this, he reasoned that the cathode ray must be made up of stuff that is negatively charged, since it is attracted to a positively charged plate. And remember that positive charge will always attract a negative charge, and a negative charge will always attract a positive charge. So he noticed that this ray here is bending towards a positive charge. So he began to think probably this cathode ray is negatively charged. So Thompson is a very careful guy actually. So he thought to check it out in another sort of way. And so he uses a magnet. So if something is negatively charged, a magnet will push it in a particular direction. So he surrounded the cathode ray with a magnet. So he sees when he connects the electricity to the metal plate, he sees that the cathode ray bends downward. So based on this experiment, J.J. Thompson was able to make some conclusion about this cathode ray. So he concluded that this cathode ray must be negatively charged. So he also concluded from his experimental data that the particles that made up the cathode ray are 1,000 times smaller than hydrogen atoms. So the major result from this cathode ray experiment is that the electron that is produced in the cathode ray tube is negatively charged and attracts a positive charges and attract positive charges. So the experiment also gives the measurement of charge to mass ratio.